All right, good evening, everyone. Just give me a moment to get things all queued up. We'll start off a little bit on the positive side. Take your time coming in. There's plenty of room. All right. Happy Saturday to everybody out there. I'm going to mix a little bit of current events in with dating. It's going to be interesting. And I hope you enjoy it. Let me make sure I have the volumes all right. Right now, we're going to start off with something very positive, kind of a shout out to one of the team, the friends in the house. Here we go.
What starts here changes the world. I have a few suggestions that may help you on your way to a better world. And while these lessons were learned during my time in the military, I can assure you that it matters not whether you ever served a day in uniform. It matters not your gender, your ethnic or religious background, your orientation, or your social status. Our struggles in this world are similar, and the lessons to overcome those struggles and to move forward, changing ourselves and changing the world around us, will apply equally to all. So here are the 10 lessons I learned from basic SEAL training that hopefully will be of value to you as you move forward in life.
I like that. Basic SEAL training. I'll tell you one thing. I have some friends who were in the Navy, and there's nothing basic about SEAL training. Here we go.
Every morning in SEAL training, my instructors, who at the time were all Vietnam veterans, would show up in my barracks room, and the first thing they'd do was inspect my bed. If you did it right, the corners would be square, the covers would be pulled tight, the pillow centered just under the headboard, and the extra blanket folded neatly at the foot of the rack. It was a simple task, mundane at best, but every morning we were required to make our bed to perfection. It seemed a little ridiculous at the time, particularly in light of the fact that we were aspiring to be real warriors, tough, battle-hardened SEALs. But the wisdom of this simple act has been proven to me many times over.
So basically, I wanted to give us some pump today, some push today to be better, and also to show you some of the sacrifices that in this instance the Navy gave to us. I got a little bit more, and then we're going to get into the stuff. Here we go.
Right now, the USS Gerald R. Ford is cutting through the Pacific Ocean with 4,539 people living aboard. That's more people.
Dang, that must be a big boat.
People than most American towns.
I know somebody's going, that is no boat.
200 miles from any land, surrounded by nothing but water in every direction. These aren't passengers on vacation. They're working around the clock in one of the most dangerous jobs.
Passport bros? They're not passport bros? Hell no.
On Earth. They eat 18,000 meals every day. They sleep in rooms smaller than prison cells, and they operate the most powerful weapons ever put to sea. How do 5,000 people survive for months in the middle of the ocean? The reality is more incredible than you think. The USS Gerald R. Ford isn't just a ship. It's a floating city with a population bigger than thousands of American towns. At this very moment, 4,539 sailors, Marines, and airmen are living their entire lives aboard this nuclear-powered aircraft carrier somewhere in the vast Pacific Ocean.
That's deep. That's deep. Shout out to all of those who served. I just wanted to throw that in there. Oh man, but I got to set this up. I got to set it up. I got to wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're going to keep it positive a little bit more. A little bit more.
In seventh place for University of Florida, Leanne Wong. In sixth place for Metroplex, Caitlin John.
All right. Let me fast forward a little bit.
Finishing in third place and earning the bronze medal for Wolga, Sky Blakely.
All right, Sky.
Winning the silver medal in second place for World Champion Center, Jordan Child. The 2024 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships uneven bars champion, winning the gold medal of World Champion Center, Simone Biles.
All right, Simone. Yeah. They did it. They did it. That's what I'm talking about. So let me keep going. We're just getting warmed up. Let's keep the positivity going.
Spike, I don't know if you find this with the students you teach, but I hear this in young athletes. I hear it in young artists too. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to be impactful right away. Mm-hmm. And that's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. And it gets back to what you were saying when we were talking a little bit about filmmaking is you got to put in the WERK.
Yeah. This is a beautiful interview with I would say 3 legends in my opinion. But let's keep it going. Here we go. This, of course, you know, the one, the only Spike Lee. Here we go.
Right. That was too good. That was too good.
Leave me with the...
By the way, his new movie, I heard it's off the hook.
This stuff is messed up. But don't. You stay where you are. Stay don't.
Right. But what are you telling your students when they come to you and they want to be Spike Lee right now rather than
well, they don't say they want to be me, Spielberg's Scorsese. But
shout out to Angela.
What I do is that if this is what you want to do, you got to be serious about it. And
okay.
You may read that stuff, but there's no things overnight success. There's a lot of people, they say that, but they want to leave out that, they were giving blood to eat.
That's deep. Yes, Denzel Washington was a garbage man, ladies and gentlemen. He has come quite a ways from that. Quite a ways. Here we go.
Donating blood.
Yeah.
So
right.
they leave that out.
They don't tell you the backstory, the dark side.
Backstory.
Beautiful. And that's
this one's for couples. 14 questions. Who apologizes the first after a fight? Who's the funny one? Who's more romantic? Who's more patient?
Let me pause right here. Remember when Kevin Samuels was shaming Michelle Obama for wanting to teach fitness to the world and to young ladies? Remember he made that shitty remark about her doing push-ups and seeming masculine? Well, I hate to say it. The joke's on him. She's living her best life. She does not look her age. She looks great. She looks great.
Who's the better cook? Who said, I love you first? Who takes longer to get ready in the morning? Who's the grumpier one in the morning? Who's more stubborn? Who's the bigger baby when sick? Who's the social butterfly?
Yeah, you know, we got to keep this going, of course. Everybody, welcome to the night show. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going smooth. Another beautiful couple. Here we go. Hey, Chaz, check out this Chaz Charday. Check out this beautiful couple right here. Tell your boys hello. Tell all the fellas on your channel hello. Yeah, they still together. And I think this young man is treating this young lady a lot better than, let's say, I forgot his damn name. Nelly, than woman he knocked up. Poor Ashanti. Poor Ashanti. Here we go.
What's up, Jam in the van? How y'all doing? Yeah. I'm single. 2 people happy for me. That's it. You like being single? I wasn't.
Daphne Springs, she can be hecka funny. We're going to keep this going though. Here we go. Oh, it looks like the hackers are at work. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna ignore that for now. So let me get back to the primary part of tonight's show. Not the primary part, really. It's just another part. I'd like to first say rest in peace to both Kevin Samuels and Charlie Kirk. And yes, I'm using him in the same sentence. And the reason why is because they're very, 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 very similar. Different targets, same style. First of all, I need to get this on scene. You see the beautiful boat there that everybody paid for. And let's start off. Where did I do? Oh, here we go. This is what's going down. Here we go. Let me tell you what's going on. This guy right here, you can't see him because he's covered with people mugging him. I think he's just riding his bike. He's just riding through. You know, he's got his multicolored backpack, which I guess means that he has an alternative lifestyle. And look what these Charlie Cook supporters did to him. Look. He's just starting one. At least this one. This is like a lynching. This is like a lynching. If they were trying to protect Kirk's legacy, this doesn't help. This doesn't help at all. They're not done with him yet. They're not done with him yet. In some of their defense, some of the guys are trying to not let him get beat up, but there's a lot more people who are trying to beat him up. He didn't do anything.
Charlie Kirk! Get out of here! Get out of here! Let him go! Charlie Kirk! Get out of here!
Let me pause it right there. Now, the funny thing, the irony and the important thing for me to get out. Henry Morris says lots of black men were crying Kirk's death, of course, because Kirk was promising them something he wasn't going to give them, which was supremacy. The problem is a lot of black men feel powerless, and I understand why we feel powerless. The problem is that they're taking it out on black women instead of doing something about the problem. That's the problem. Deontay's in the house. Yeah, it is terrible. And what's terrible is that Kirk was he was basically deleted by somebody of similar ideology that felt he was not doing exactly what they wanted him to do. And that's scary. That is very scary. That's the ideology in the United States that should concern everybody. Let me keep this going. Excuse the glitchy video tonight, but we're going to work with it. This is what we know about the deleter. Here we go.
So what more do we know about the suspect?
Our Justice correspondent Scott McFarlane has been piecing together the life of Tyler Robinson.
Tyler Robinson grew up in southwest Utah, about 4 hours from the site of the shooting. The family spent a lot of time in the outdoors, according to a neighbor, where Robinson became comfortable around guns. A stellar student in high school, Robinson earned a full ride to Utah State University, but only stayed a semester. Neighbor Kristen.
So I thought it was black people that were getting the free rides. Wait a minute. Nah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he probably earned to go, but they just think that every person who is not white is a DEI hire or something else, or got a free ride somehow. Let's keep you listening. Here we go.
Schwerman said he was smart, quiet, and respectful.
This is a total shock because that's not who Tyler was. That's not who Tyler is. And
well, apparently, the thing is this. I hear this a lot from a lot of people. They'll say, I don't even have I'm a nice person. I don't have a record or stuff like that. Or they'll say something like, I'm a nice person after they've been in a judge's courtroom, but you can't. The thing about the world is that you can judge yourself, but your actions speak louder than words. Here we go.
that's what shocks us.
And picking up a rifle and deleting somebody, that's one hell of an action. It takes a lot of work to do that.
Oh, is that if he did this, we think there was something else behind it.
In recent years, according to Utah Governor Spencer Cox, Robinson became increasingly politicized, referencing a recent conversation Robinson had with his family.
Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate.
A police affidavit reviewed by CBS News says the etchings on the casings from the gun included anti-fascist messages like, "Hey, fascist, catch." Robinson was registered to vote, but unaffiliated with any party, and his status was considered inactive, suggesting he might not have voted in the November election. The governor praised Robinson's family today for intervening and urged people to disconnect from social media.
It is not good to consume. Social media is a cancer. on our society right now.
Now it's a cancer. It's literally how parties have been, and I won't name, been, people have won their constituency. But I'll digress. Let me move forward to this message here.
If you're rejected, accept it. If you're unloved, let go. If they choose someone or something over you, move on. Not everyone you love will stay. Not everyone you trust will be loyal. I don't care about losing people who don't want to be in my life anymore. I've lost.
I think that person should have listened to what Denzel was saying right there. Obviously, he didn't. Let me go over. We want to hear some. We're going to hear a little bit.
I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up new age term that does a lot of damage.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year.
This is not going to end well. Charlie Kirk is dead. He was shot yesterday while debating at a college campus, and as of my recording this, the shooter is still at large. What I'm about to—
Okay, at this time, obviously the shooter's not still at large. This was videoed right after what happened. Here we go.
To say will probably piss some of you off, and I probably will lose some subscribers and patrons over it. But I don't care. The truth needs to be said because no—
Henry says, imagine if the shooter was black. Oh man, it would be Black Wall Street all over again. You know how they did, you know what happened.
One in the mainstream is talking about this. Before I pull the pin out of the grenade, though, I want to make it abundantly clear that I do not condone violence, and it is a dark place that we've come to in American politics where this is what people feel like they have to resort to. Simultaneously, I refuse to fly this flag at half-mast today because the man who died yesterday was not a hero. As I speak, there is a concerted effort to turn him into a martyr, to weaponize his death as a justification for right-wing retaliatory violence. Without the public—
And you know that I'm glad he put this message out right afterwards, because I swear, you saw what happened to a lot of our towns. They were burned down because somebody thought somebody in that black community did something, and half the time it didn't happen. That's the crazy part. And what's funny is that they would catch the guy and still burn down the city. That's crazy to me. And somehow that history has been all forgotten. But I'm going to move forward because tonight is a dating night, and I want to get to that mix. Here we go. Boom. Now, the item I'm going to bring up is this. This is the first thing. There's a thing going on with going on between Young Thug and Glorilla. First of all, I need to tell you a little story about Young Thug. Young Thug was in court for deleting people and for being a gang leader. I mean, and it was pretty obvious that this was a strong possibility. And he was able to get out on a very, 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 very long probation. Some of his friends were able to eat as well. Now, you would think, just like Jello, that he would thank his lucky stars and then keep a low profile, go on the role model, circuit, change his ways, and do his best every day to go to a therapist and be a better person. That's not what happened. This is what happened.
The Gossip Chronicles, the Man Watch Out series is going to be over because there's going to be no more leaked jail calls of Young Thug gossiping about everybody in the industry. It was entertaining while it lasted, but I'm glad it's over. However, Glorilla had something to say. Now, she dropped a diss track against Young Thug and his girlfriend Mariah the Scientist after she heard the leak call of them gossiping about her looks. And her diss record actually had
Let
some
me
mixed
pause this right here.
responses. A lot.
Okay. Glorilla, now, Young Thug, this is Young Thug, this ugly mofo right here, in my opinion. He called Glorilla ugly. Kind of like how Yee, or whatever he wants to call himself these days, you know, was calling one of his exes ugly. Let's listen.
A lot of people laughed at it, but some people called her out for being colorist in the song. And I want to talk about that. But before I do, I first want to thank Free Cash for sponsoring.
Let me pause that. And here we go.
Glorilla, and Mariah the Scientist was kind of laughing and instigating it too.
The girl, Gorilla, she,
Yeah.
why do people say she pretty? That'd be ugly as fuck.
Look, he just said this. I saw the girl who's the girl, Glorilla or Gorilla, whatever he said, yeah, what that, and he said that be ugly AF. Did this motherfucker look in the mirror? Quite honestly, I'm sorry to say it, but did he look in the mirror? Ugliness is it's unigender. She looks way better than him, and this is the stupidity that's in our community. Look at him. She looks way better than he does. She looks way better. She does. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, she's super fine. I'm not going to be like that, but she's cute. She's pretty. Nobody is going to hire Young Thug to be a model. He literally looks like he just got out of a fight all the time. He looks like that all the time. He looks like, you know, he just lost a fight all the time. And so there is a connection with really ugly men, no matter how famous they get. Somehow, if they feel that ugliness inside of them, they have ugly things to say. How is she even on this man's radar? Glorilla, before dropping the diss track, after he had, had insulted her, it was just minding her own business. Look at him. I want you to take a close look at criminal Young Thug. And I can say that because he was convicted. The only reason he's not in orange right now is because they gave him a sweetheart deal. He's supposed to be a role model. That was supposed to be the deal. I think the feds need to take another look at this. Now, I do understand this, though. Let's understand now. Somebody leaked that supposedly personal message. The issue is it was more than likely one of them. I mean, think about it. Who knew about the personal phone call that they both were in? It wasn't like somebody was saying, "Oh yeah, everybody knows about Young Thug and his girl, talking what." No, nobody knew. Only those two. It wasn't leaked. One of them put it out. That's not a leak when you know it was one of them who put it out. You can say, well, they leaked it themselves. Shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to Deontay. Shout out to Tevin. Shout out to Henry Mars. Shout out to Angela Reddick. All in the house. I appreciate it. So I want to make it clear. So this ugly dude to the left called this cute young lady ugly. I'm sorry to use forward words like I am, but it needs to be said so it's clear. This ugly man here called this cute woman here, we don't need names. He called her ugly, not just ugly, ugly AF. That's the state of our community right now. To me, that's Charlie Kirk thinking right there. He's a black Charlie Kirk, in my opinion. And I'm going to show you some more tonight. You best believe Kevin's on that list.
You think she ugly? They just saying she look like Rihanna.
Man, be like goddamn Rihanna. She look like Rihanna. Long ass bush, that wig, skinny shit. Goddamn big ass head, big mouth. Man, watch out. I would.
I mean, they're trying to call Glorilla the colorist. It sounds like to me they got this shit mixed up. Shout out to Act Natural Under Pressure. It sounds like they got it mixed up to me. Somebody didn't get the right, memo. Remember now, let me repeat this again. This dude right here with the sideways forehead that's all uneven and shit calls this cute young lady right here ugly. I don't know what to say. Is there something wrong? There's something wrong with my glasses? Let me put them on. No, I still see the same shit. Still see the same shit. He probably does. Angela says he wants her. Probably does. He's probably the cheater in him is coming out. That's what's going on. But yeah, let me remind you. I'm sorry, I have to remind you again. Let me point out here. Look, the bottom line is this. He's not a good looking guy. Let me just be straight like that. He's not a good looking guy. It's not his skin tone. It has nothing to do with that. The gene gods just didn't give him, the best. I guess he can rap good because he's real famous for that amongst violence. But look at him. Why would he even tell somebody? How did Glorilla even get on his radar? Agnado looks like a wet rat. I mean, that we have to sit on this for a minute. This is more important than Charlie, believe it or not. Somehow, in our community, a dude who looks like that can call a woman who looks like that ugly.
Will not pursue her at all, ever. Man, watch out.
Now, Glorilla did put Young Thug on blast for blowing up her phone and asking about her eye color. So clearly there was some interest there, and he did quickly apologize before Glorilla dropped those receipts. But Glorilla's diss track against Young Thug and Mariah ended up getting leaked, and she said a lot of stuff. She said that man looked like the apocalypse. He looked like a sis. She said he looked like Miss Netta. And Miss Netta was actually happy to be mentioned.
Glorilla situation. No, I ain't suing on Glorilla. Y'all need to stop saying that. I will not. She did me a favor. Okay. And that's what I looked at. I looked at she did me good publicity, good
Netta is loving it. She has the right attitude. She has the right attitude.
all of it. I just look at it. It's something good. She don't know you, baby. She won't mention you in your song. Okay? Because I'm worldwide. And I don't try to brag on it or nothing like that. But Miss Netta and Charles, baby, worldwide. Everybody knows us.
Poor Miss Netta. Miss Netta don't realize that Glorilla actually was throwing shade. She was. But she also said this about Young Thug. She said that he looked like a black mouth. He looked like a mosquito. He looked like the devil and Joanna Man and Shanae. She called him a freaky frog. She was going in like this was classic roasting, okay? But some people feel
and good for her. Good for her. Because the thing is this, let's face it, all this leaking was not leaking.
Like she might have taken it a little far when she started making comments about his complexion. Now, she said back of a burnt up piece looking a boy. She said dirt under a brick looking a boy, night looking a boy, D looking a boy.
Who made that song? Somebody made that. Was that Soulja Boy who made that? Who made that, you know, this okay, first, dudes have said this about other dudes of the same complexion. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Number two, she's not talking about all the dudes. This is like, if it don't apply, just let it fly. She's talking about, she made it clear, if you look at the N words here, right? Notice how they're missing the S at the end, which means it's singular, which means it's pointed at a certain dude. Maybe the same dude who called her ugly.
Give little kids a fright looking a boy.
Oh, hey, there's nothing he can say. He gave a lot of people a fright. That's all in the court records. Let me keep it going.
She also compared him to Whoopi Goldberg, who is a woman. And I don't really like the idea of comparing dark-skinned women to men in general. I think that has some kind of racist, colorist undertone.
You know what it is this. Let me be straight with you. Whoopi has always been looked upon as the epitome of ugliness to black men. Caucasian people ain't tripping off of the way she looks. No, quite honestly, I'm being straight with you. No, black men were the ones who were bringing, Whoopi, blah, 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 because Whoopi has very strong black features. But she was able to pull some A-list actors, by the way, they were not black. So they didn't have a problem with the way she looked. Black men had a problem with the way Whoopi looked. The reason why Glorilla brought it up was because that was always effective, because black men made Whoopi the pinnacle of ugliness in our community. Other communities didn't get the memo. So to me, this is just what, really, quite honestly, I'm telling you, Thuggeroni, I think you better just chill out, because if this escalates and then some of your friends do some shit, you're gonna be wearing orange. You can, believe it or not, it's a crime to incite violence. You don't have to do it. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Tones too. So I don't know. But was Glorilla wrong for responding the way she did? Young Thug did come at her unprovoked. He clowned her looks, and so she returned the energy. And
Exactly. That's it. That's it.
She is a rapper. She did go into the booth and she said what she needed to say. I mean, that's what rappers do, right? It is what it is. Now, I don't agree with everything.
Now, she should be a little careful, though, because this is a dude who just got out of a situation that had to do with multiple deletions. And I guarantee you it had something to do with words or insults. So definitely, Glow, I'd let it go after this. Now, it was funny. It was haha, but this rap genre has grown into something that isn't the greatest.
She said, I do understand how some people might say, oh, she's colorist because she made some clear digs at his complexion, and she didn't have to at all. I mean, there were so many other ways she could have came at him.
Nah. I understand what she's saying, but she never said anything like that about Idris Elba, who's the exact same color. You have to understand. I mean, you have to understand. I mean, if you roast, you get roasted. That's how I see it. Tevin says, Torch, Glow from Memphis. I don't know, but they get active up there. Yep, they sure do.
So making those little comments about him being burnt and looking like dirt and comparing him to Whoopi Goldberg, that was very revealing. And a lot of people did not like that. And they actually started to turn on Glorilla. This one person on Twitter said, I really admire Glorilla and her confidence. I have to give it to her. Knowing you're ugly and colorist, then making a song about it, knowing Twitter was going to call you even more chopped, is brave yet.
So basically, this is probably a pro-thug woman, because, again, I think we can all agree that there's nothing ugly about Glorilla. I'm not saying that because she's lighter skinned, because if she was darker skinned, I'd say the same thing. In fact, I think she'd look better if she was darker. The thing is that basically they should have, what ladies should do, ladies stand down. Let these two go at it if they're going to go at it. Don't get in the middle and make this into a colorist thing, because it has nothing to do with that. I guarantee you, if we lined up all of Glorilla's boyfriends, at least half of them would be darker than her. So please, let's don't go down that aisle. I guarantee you. Then y'all be saying, well, she should have chose better. After she told you, look, I'm guarantee you, if she told you the boyfriend she was with, half of them would be just as dark as dude. He earned a roasting, and that's what he got. He earned a roasting, so everybody do a toasting. What other song did she make that was attacking somebody's darkness? I'll wait. I'll wait. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep it going.
The alpha male industry is ripe with bad actors peddling mediocre self-help courses to insecure men. Most of these guys live an over-exaggerated and fake lifestyle in order to help propagate the idea that they're successful and you should listen to them. Internet alpha males usually like to tell you in order to be successful, you have to drive really fast and expensive cars. You have to live in a multi-million-dollar mansion, and you have to have women surrounding you at all times. Nobody lives this fake alpha male lifestyle quite like the protagonist of today's video, Wes Watson.
You could have action all day, but if you don't have results, you ain't really putting in the intensity, baby. Baby girl. But Wes, I've been dieting for like 20 months. Shut the fuck up.
He looks like he's alpha male.
You doing it a year? Shut the fuck up. I'll wait till everything's perfect and then I'll start posting. Motherfucker, you shut up. Like, smack the shit out of yourself today. Just smack the fuck out of yourself. It's because my childhood trauma and then shut the fuck up. Shut up. Get to work.
Wes Watson is an ex-convict turned alpha male self-help course.
Why do these guys, I mean, really, quite honestly, I'm gonna be making fun of the guy, but Kevin at this point, and I haven't even played this whole thing. That's why I call it a reaction, you know. I mean, telling you to basically, you know, kick up your bootstraps. I assume he's talking to men. That's not so bad. That's really not that bad. Let's keep it going.
Selling con man. While he talks a big game, it's all smoke and mirrors as he is known to over-exaggerate every detail of his life. Wes has been caught lying about insane things like the true length of his prison sentence and even more ridiculous things like his height.
6 foot, 252, suck on this shit.
Yeah, this guy can't even be honest about how tall he is. Wes
Welcome to the red pill. Here we go.
Claims he is 6 foot tall, 250 pounds, but as you can see here, he's hardly an inch taller than the live streamer Jack Doherty, who's only 5'8".
Yeah, I think he's a little taller than 5'8", because I'm proclaimed 5'8" over here.
Yeah, I
And,
mean, I don't know.
I give him an extra like 2 at least, maybe a 3, who knows?
Whatever.
Wes is an unreliable narrator for his own story, and I think it's important to note that right in the beginning because he is only going to continue.
Angela Reddick, he looks like a walking stone. But you know, in the pen, you know, you get time to do that kind of stuff.
To make more and more outlandish claims throughout
That's
this.
the funny thing. It's almost like the majority of red pill men, and I see that it's not limited to just black men, have a storied past. Kevin was not, I hate to tell you this, guys, Kevin was not the best father at all. And he did make a woman a single mother, by the way, at least once.
This video. Prepare yourself for insecurity personified. This is the story of Wes Watson, the fake alpha male lolcow. Wes Watson was born on November 19th, 1983, and he grew up in San Diego, California. As a child, Wes says he spent a lot of his time skateboarding and surfing, but this did not last long. He claims his childhood was cut short because by the time he was 11 years old, he started smoking and selling marijuana. By the time Wes was 15, he was earning himself hundreds of thousands of dollars, and at 18 years old, he made so much money from
prison to podcast pipeline. Tiffany, that's bars right there. Yeah, act natural under pressure. Yeah, it's giving the roid rage.
Selling drugs, he was able to buy himself a house and a Range Rover. Wes even makes the insane claim that he bought an Escalade to drive to school so he can flex on his teachers. He would also claim that he would roll blunts in the high school parking lot and point his gun at anyone that came near his car while he did this. He would make all of these delusional statements on the No Jumper podcast.
Everyone did some civilian. I didn't.
Really?
Like at 11, I just started hustling. By the time I was 18, by the time I was 16, I went and bought a truck at like a lifted Z71 cash, like 50 grand.
Mm-hmm.
I had hundreds of thousands of dollars at 15, 16. And then like 18, I already have my own spot, like Fast Pad in Encinitas, a condo downtown San Diego. And then, you know, I'm pushing weight heavy. You know, I got a Range Rover.
And here's the funny things about people who lie a lot, pathological liars. They, for some reason, don't get the memo that people can look shit up, or there's witnesses who can say that's not true. For some reason, that comes up all the time. Here we go.
Rover. That's like supercharged range at that time that was sick. I always had the sickest. Drove a Escalade to high school. My teacher's like, what is this guy doing? Like, shut the up. People can try to come up to my window and I'm rolling blunts in the parking lot. They knock on my window. I just point the strap at them. Off my window. You know?
At high school.
Wow. I mean, this is the Wookiee of the day right here. I mean, look, we got Pookies, we got Wookiees. This guy is definitely a Wookiee. I mean, he's got this. Let me just keep going. Here we go.
In high school. Yeah.
And nobody called the cops on you?
No, this is before people even did all that.
This is what I meant in the beginning when I said Wes is a known liar and over-exaggerates everything. I think if a high schooler was constantly waving around
and that's how sociopaths work, though. They are known liars and they always exaggerate. They need to be the best. They need to be seen as the best. They want to be respected, but more so reveled at. They want people to love them and respect them and be under their power.
Found a gun at other students in the parking lot, the cops would definitely be notified. Just another very true and honest story from Wes Watson. While I don't think Wes was actually selling hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of drugs when he was younger, he definitely was involved with the trade to a certain extent. The original reason why he was arrested and spent time in prison stems from this. In 2009, Wes would find himself in legal trouble after he robbed and beat a man unconscious in a motel room over an unpaid weed debt. He would get
Wow. Let's keep it going.
Charged and convicted for robbery, burglary, assault by means to likely produce great bodily injury, and battery with serious bodily injury on July 28, 2010. Wes was sentenced to 9 years in prison for these crimes. It was during his time in prison, Wes developed his Get Hard persona, claiming he was a prison yard shot caller that essentially ran the whole show behind bars. While Wes was in prison, he managed to acquire a cell phone. He began posting grainy black and white images of himself on
Oh my God. I guess he wanted to try to be a prison bae, you know?
social media sites like Facebook and Instagram that displayed his life behind bars.
I thought they weren't supposed to be able to do this.
This helped Wes gain some internet notoriety and popularity before he was even released in 2019, which he used to his advantage in the very near future. Once Wes served his prison sentence and was released, he began strategizing on how to monetize the internet presence he built for himself while he was incarcerated. Unsurprisingly, like most alpha male con men, he found great success when it came to selling.
I can tell he's probably on roids because he's already losing his hair. I don't know how old he is, but basically that's one of the signs of a life with roids is your hair starts to thin up.
Selling online courses revolving around losing weight, self-help, and making money.
There's nothing wrong with losing weight, self-help, and making money. I have no problem with that as long as it's good advice.
Shortly after his release, Wes began appearing on the YouTube channel Fresh Out. The Fresh Out channel's main focus is showcasing the stories of previously incarcerated inmates. Wes quickly became a prominent feature on the Fresh Out channel, appearing in multiple videos over the course of several months, which only helped increase his internet presence and popularity.
How did you get him?
He reminds me of Andrew Tate kind of person.
Involved in, prison gangs.
You have no fucking choice. If you roll in and you're a white boy, you're in a gang. There's no way around it. You're not going to roll Christian. You're not going to do your own thing. You're going to report to me or some higher up, and you're going to be told what to do. It is the main phrase is it's not a fucking democracy. It's a motherfucking dictatorship. You're going to be told
how you get down, and that's it.
There is an entire subsection of YouTube that features ex-convicts telling their stories about their time spent behind bars that is actually really popular. Inside this niche pocket of YouTube is where Wes became known from. Eventually, Wes started posting on his own YouTube channel in 2019. His first video was posted on July 11th of that year, and it was titled, "The Time I Almost Lost My Life in Prison." In this video, Wes details the time he got into a fight with another inmate, resulting in himself getting sent to solitary confinement.
And he knew what time it was, so I pushed the dude in the cell, you know, and then we just start getting busy, you know. Couple punches were thrown, some shit happened. Long story short, this fool gets about 300 stitches that rip his fucking cheek open and fillet behind his ear to where his ear's straight flapping.
Wes detailed countless stories about prison fights, his gang knowledge, and he even discussed with his audience the importance of sticking your jail paperwork up your butt, or what he called hooping it.
Important to know all this shit when you're busted and always roll with your paperwork. That's why I say, when I roll up to a facility, my shit's hooped, it's ready to go. I'm producing the second I roll up.
Man, that's crazy. But there are other men like him. Let's go find out.
Yo, Badman TV, back again. Pick up yourself, people.
Hold on once here. Oh, it's him.
Yo, Badman TV, back again. Pick up yourself, people. Big up my likers, big up my subscribers, big up my members. Yeah, big up the commenters and the watchers as well, you get me? Big up you all, I see ya. Big up the subscribers, you get me? I see you subscribing. Respect, big shouts to all the subscribers, you get me? I appreciate it. You know, so we don't ask for subscribers around here. So big up all the ones who have just watched my content and said, you know something, I'm going to subscribe.
I guess what I'm saying right now, y'all, is that banditry, it does come in many colors. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Right, I rate that stuff.
Put the spoon up his batting, drag that parcel out, 9 bar quickly, mine.
Yo. Anyway, after just watching that, yeah, big tech, we don't really deal with.
Okay, let me go.
Spoon, his road, yeah.
Wait, where is he at?
Include.
Oh, he's not in this one. I was looking for Ginger, but he's not in that one. The guy, but I got somebody else who's probably been, you know, in the same spot before as Wes. How about this man?
This woman says she met this man online on a dating website, even though.
Let me pause it right here. The gentleman's name is a Black Guru. Basically, he's not a guru because if he was, he'd be rich, and he's not. Okay, I can tell because he only, you know, has a couple suits. I will say his background is amazing. Great background. But that microphone is not like if you're a high value man, you're not buying that microphone. Black Trash, that's his name. Well, anyway, okay, the last shall be first is in the house. Yeah, Black Trash. Anyway, he is a self-proclaimed guru, obviously by his name, dating guru. But really, quite honestly, everybody calls him another, not the, you know, Kevin Samuels clone, another Kevin Samuels clone.
Oh, she thought she was pretty enough to just get a guy from the streets just walking around, but she got with this man, met him on the dating website. I think it was eHarmony. They talked for a little while, whatever. They probably was messing around. She didn't tell the whole story. They probably were messing around, screwing or whatever. And then she said they stopped.
Now remember now, he knows nothing about this woman because you can tell by the way that he's his commentary about her. He's not saying, oh yeah, she grew up in the blah, blah, blah. He's not naming no streets or anything. He's literally going, how should I put it, by the seat of his pants. He's making all this shit up because when you tell us historic, when you place somebody in a history, you make specific counts. Like, oh yeah, she grew up on the north end side of Chicago. She gained notoriety. Blah 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 blah. He does not know anything about her. All he's doing is trying to clout chase. Let's listen some more. Here we go.
Talking. She ended up getting with another guy, moving in with him. You got with another guy and moved in with him right away.
Notice how he knows nothing, but is displaying information like he does. And his dudes be eating it up. I am telling you, the manosphere is packed, filled with hypocrites.
Didn't know how it would work with
Why
her.
are you so stiff?
And her children. She was already single mom. Just moved in with this guy because she said she needed a place. Her lease was ending, which makes no damn sense to me because the woman also said that she was making really good money at the time. But if you're working, making really good money at the time, why in the hell do you need to move in with a man because your lease is coming up? That's not no valid reason to just go and move in with no man.
Men do it, whether they have money or not. Let's keep it going.
Because your lease is in. Some ignorant ass women. You just move.
Damn, you know something? The fact of the matter is, this woman got beat, found out that her dude was doing stuff, because I covered this shit, was doing stuff to her kids. And this guy had the cold-blooded ignorance to throw salt on a wound. That's how they're built, though, in the red pill. See, these types of men, I'm not saying he is one. These types of men, they don't even like women. I'm not saying they get with men all the time, but I bet he spends his time, married or not, around other men.
Moving in with some joker because your lease is ending. You a fool. She said after some time it didn't work out with him because he didn't get along well with her son, her oldest son.
Wait a minute. Wasn't it your guy's mantra to, well, you should have chose better? So she was choosing better, dude. What's the problem? See, that's the funny part with these hypocrites is you can always catch them coming or going. They either say, oh, yeah, why didn't you get with the bus driver? Or they say, oh, you got the bus driver. You should have chose better. They always have an out one way or the other. Always. Some weird out. Let me go. Let me show you this. I want to show you the hypocrisy before we go to the King Kong of hypocrisy. Guess who?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm here to talk about it since you going so hard.
You don't like how I be going so hard or what?
I like your perspective. That's why I tune in.
Oh, shoot. And notice how he mimics Kevin Samuel. Watch close. Watch his mimicking and listen to his words.
But You've been going in on the women. Like, I don't hear you saying nothing about the men.
Bars. And she likes them. And she doesn't know yet, but she just roasted him up good. So watch, he's going to come back. I haven't even seen this episode, but I guarantee you he's going to come back at her, with some shit. Watch.
Don't you see this topic says, are good women a thing of the past?
So I say yes. No, they're not. We still exist.
Okay.
Bars. Let's see what else he's going to say.
Your name is Sin City, whatever. What do you do?
Because I live in Las Vegas.
So what do you do?
They did say this guy was slow. So what he was going to try to do, don't ask me why he doesn't know what Sin City means. Maybe he was under a rock or in a cell or something, but I'm not saying that. But basically, the bottom line is this. Everybody knows what Sin City stands for. Everybody in the freaking world, right? He wanted to try to diss her for using the name Sin City. And see, let me just play that. Let me just keep playing it.
You do.
I work in hospitality. I work for a major hotel on the Strip.
You work for hospitality?
Yes.
Why does he always sound like he doesn't understand what people are saying? She said it right, clear. She said it as clear can be. I work in hospitality. That's what she said. I work for a major, property on the Strip. What? Really? Really? What?
Like concierge, residential concierge.
He doesn't even know what that means. He doesn't even know what that means. He doesn't know. He doesn't even know what that means. He doesn't know.
Multi-million-dollar condos. That's why I came to Vegas.
What exactly do you do?
Oh my God. She just said she was a concierge. Bro, you Google it. Google it. I heard they look. I'm not saying he's slow, but I heard people say he's slow. I'm not trying to name call him, but why is he trying? You could tell he's trying to get his lick in. But the fact of the matter, it's not working out because he doesn't understand what she's saying. There's nothing for him to shame her for. He doesn't even know what a concierge is. You can look it up.
I'm a coordinator at the moment, but I've been a residential concierge for like 5 years. I came out here from Baltimore because I was working at the Ritz-Carlton. I was like, it's more money in Vegas.
You got tattoos everywhere.
But you can.
Everybody has tattoos everywhere. Do you see what I'm talking about? Literally, there are millionaires, billionaires with tattoos. What is why did he bring up tattoos? Deontay, he's not all the way there. Look, I don't know what to say. I mean, look, I'm not trying to insult him, but I guarantee you a large portion of our community, the majority of the men and a large portion of the women have tattoos. I don't have any, but I don't have a problem with it. Why did he want, why is he even bringing it up? I've seen well-to-do people with tattoos. I've seen broke people with tattoos. I've seen white people with tattoos. I've seen black people with tattoos. Tattoos are like one of the most common treatments women and men get. This is the reason I'm bringing up and why I'm so excited about this, crazy about this, is the fact that he's trying so hard to insult this woman. And the best he could come up with is a damn tattoo. That's what you call, that's Charlie Kirk bigotry right there for you. You didn't think, see? That's why when, quite honestly, I listen to Kirk stuff, definitely don't agree with it, and a lot of it disgusts me. Whether he's worse than black men to black women, I don't know yet. I don't know. I guess we won't find out. But this is why I always say black men of a certain ideology are worse to black women, treat black women worse than the general non-black community. He is trying to dig up an insult. She's employed. Sounds like she's pretty well employed. She's working her 9 to 5 or 4 to 12, whatever hospitality shift she was given. He should be nice to her. But he's trying so hard to be Kevin Samuels that all he's thinking about is when can I get my lick back? When can I get my lick back? I need to find a way to insult this woman. That's what he's thinking. He hates black women. Men who do this kind of work every day, all day, every day, they hate black women.
You can't see. I work a corporate job. You can't tell I got tattoos unless I wear something that'll show
I'm
you.
looking at you right now.
Yeah, so what, dude? You think I don't see any tattoos? What? Look at.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but I think he has either a smidge of something, on the spectrum, or he's reading something, trying to look for what people are saying in the chat so he can try to insult her. But he's trying to insult her. And right now, she's winning. She's winning quite well, by the way. Now, obviously, when you go to these channels, they're an echo chamber, so everybody's probably going, "Oh yeah, she got tattoos." Not knowing that probably 90% of the people in his chat and in his channel have tattoos.
You telling me you live in Vegas, but you don't party? I'm looking at your.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe this density. Okay, let me break it down for you, because black genius, black guru, whatever you call in your day, if you were such a freaking guru, you would know what she does for a living. Okay? Whether she parties or not shouldn't matter to you. Believe it or not, a concierge, part of it is, in a way, partying. But she sounds like if she's a coordinator, she probably, what would you say? She probably manages the damn parties. Oh my God. Let me calm down for a minute. Let me calm down. Here we go.
Your reels are your things right now. You go party. You be at concerts and stuff. What are you talking about?
What is his point? What is she supposed to be, like, fly fishing? What do you want her to do, bro? Be a podcaster like you? What do you want her to be? What do you want her to be? Well, what do you want her to be, dude? Unemployed? Vegas is like 70%, hospitality. What do you want her to do? You want her to be unemployed just for you? Do you want her to be unemployed just for you? Just to make you happy? You want her to rip her tats out? I don't know what they do. They put out that stuff on there. You want her to do that just for you? Who the hell are you, brother?
I mean, because I live in Vegas, I go to those shows for free. I don't go to those shows and
You had concerts, you had boxing matches and all.
What's wrong with going to... Okay, let me ask you this, ladies and gentlemen, and do something in the chat for me. What is wrong with going to concerts and going to boxing matches, going to clubs, okay? If you have a job, and part of your job is doing that. So she's supposed to, when somebody offers her first row seats, to watch a high-end boxing match, she's supposed to go, no, Black Guru told me not to be out at night in Vegas. Man.
All this stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
you go to these shows for free.
Yes.
Now it's bad. Now it's bad to get free tickets just like everybody else does. It's bad for her to get free tickets to an expensive concert, which means she's being financially responsible. It's bad for her to get free tickets. Me, girl, please.
You think that you some type of woman that a man today would take home to his grandmother or great grandmother?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't understand.
I'm asking you, do you think that you would be the one that a man could take home?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
She is. I believe she is. I believe she is. This dude, y'all see him. Tiffany breaks it down perfectly. Black men with these microphones do not care about the image of other black men, bars. She's done nothing wrong to this dude at all. But he knows that Kevin Samuels' playbook is to insult, insult, insult. And they have to be black women. He has to do it. It's a must. At least sometimes Kevin would wait for a woman to raise their voice or something like that. Or like he likes to do, he likes to set women up. He'll say something, ask them to answer, and then he'll keep talking and say, why are you talking over me? And that kind of BS. Yeah, you think I know his game. I know the late Kevin Samuels game better than y'all do. All you red pill dudes. I know his game better than you do. Not one of you can tell me anything about him. I'm going to be like something I don't know. I know he was a cheerleader. I know he was married a year or two, something like that. I know he has a daughter that he didn't treat exactly that well. I know his ex-wife made more money than he did. I know all that shit. And this guy's trying to be just like him. I hope he's not married, because if he is, he's gonna, it's going to be the same thing. Here we go.
Why?
I got a grandma and a grandpa. They've been married for like 50 years.
Why?
And I feel like
Why is he saying why? Okay, I'm sorry, folks. There's something wrong. Okay, look, I am not trying to disrespect dude. But at least Samuels could say full sentences. And you all know I ain't a fan of that fool. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Kevin. I'm not a fan. This guy needs to get his own identity and stop trying to be Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels, at least compared to this man here, I would say this man here, because Kevin had his weaknesses too. Kevin's thought pattern is much faster than this guy's. This guy sounds like there's something wrong. I would say that maybe he seems bored and is just about to fall asleep. Let me keep it going.
Just respectable. I know how to conduct myself. I know which fork is for what. I'm just saying, like, so I'm just standing up for the women who actually out here doing that, because, like,
it's her job. Believe it or not, I believe her 100%. You want to know why? Her job demands that. Wow, that's her right there, everybody. She look cute. So what he's doing without permission, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, without permission, is it appears he's showing her, her Instagram. Oh man, you know something? If he better watch himself, especially if that's like her company Instagram. Oh man, she won't have to say nothing. They will shut this dude down quick. Because she's not lying. She's not lying. She makes millions for these dudes. She's making millions for these properties. Oh, and he wants to say, oh man, they will have. He better watch it. That's all I'm saying. Because he won't be dealing with her. Let me tell you, these properties all over the world, their reputation is everything. Being a 5-star hotel is everything to them. The last thing they need is some black guru messing with their reputation. One of the major departments for these properties to establish that reputation of opulence and luxury is called the concierge. He is effing with the wrong woman right now. They do make millions. There are people walking in these properties, let me tell you, whether it's Florida, New York, Vegas, these people are paying $10,000 to $20,000, $30,000 for a room or a private house while they're in Vegas. Step lightly, dude. Yeah, I think you should just go ahead and take her picture down. The last thing they need is you insulting one of their employees that makes them millions of dollars. I'm not saying she makes millions of dollars, but she makes millions of dollars for them. You better, I guarantee you right now, if one of her management saw this, they'd tell you to back the F off, bro. Right now. And by the way, the management be having tattoos too. Go figure, huh?
I do it in my sleep. And yeah, I only go to work, the grocery store.
If you were so all that, look, now I'm seeing you with a whole bunch of drinks. You represent a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about. Oh, bro. That's her job. You gonna give her a job? You gonna give her a job, bro? Are you gonna give her a job? Talk.
I
You
did
got
just
all
stop
these
drinking,
drinks.
though.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at you. You got all these drinks. It looked like you always buying a new wig. It looked like.
Oh, now he's talking about the wigs again. You know, I'm glad he mentioned that. I'm glad he mentioned that. I'm glad he mentioned the wigs. I'm glad he mentioned that. I'm glad he mentioned the wigs. This is, look, I'm glad he mentioned the wigs. Let's see who can wear wigs. Let's see who wears wigs. There. Look, let's see who wears wigs. Shoot. BG might have a wig on for all we know. So what's up with the wigs, bruh? Dudes be wearing wigs. Dudes be wearing wigs. Dudes be wearing wigs. Let me drop the link. What else do dudes? I don't see him talking about men. No, Deontay, that's not him. This is somebody else. But no, dudes be wearing wigs. He wants to talk about the wig. He wants to bring up the wigs. You know. Here, let me break something else down for a minute here. Okay, hold on one second. Let me bring something up real quick. I need to bring something up real quick. You know, I need to show everybody the history of wigs real quick. Okay. So, did you guys know that in Egypt, both men and women wore wigs?
Yeah, and some of our first presidents wore wigs too. But they
They
was wearing
did.
wigs way before we was. I mean, black people was, because.
So why is this dude going in on people wearing wigs?
Because he a fucking bitch. That's what he is. I was in somebody TikTok live a couple of months ago, and this dude was in the. I ain't know who the fuck he was until I seen his channel. Like, oh shit, it's that dude.
Is that him with the wigs on that was going through
No,
his ear?
that wasn't him. That was somebody else.
Yeah, I was just making an example.
Oh, okay.
Black Guru is full of shit.
Yeah, so this is my argument with the wig thing. Let me put a wig up. This is my argument with the wig thing. Where's Egypt, everybody? Let me know.
And Africa.
That's where wigs came from. A lot of people don't know that. That's where wigs came from. These were the original wigs. But a lot of these people try to make it sound like when a black woman wears a wig, she's trying to be white.
And I would hate to tell you this, but a lot of these guys who get braids, a lot of them don't know that some of these brothers be adding hair in those braids that these men get.
Right. And quite honestly, I don't have a problem with it. If you want, whatever you do to your body is is up to you. Let's go back to it. Let's go back and see what he has to say here. Hold on one second. I'm going to keep the wig up there 1 second until I can find Black Uhuru. Okay. Wait, let me pause it. I think she looked fine to me. So I don't know what his problem is.
This guy hates on he hate on black women, and sadly, when you go on his channel and see it be a lot of white people in his comments saying racist stuff about black women.
Only go to work.
It's that bad.
Why, if you were so all that, look, now I'm seeing you with a whole bunch of drinks. You represent a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about.
I
You
did
got
just
all
stop
these
drinking.
drinks.
Though.
Hold on a second. I'm
How
looking
you
at
gonna
you. You
say
got
that
all
my
these
hood drinking
drinks. It look like you always buying a new
Hell,
wig.
men drink too.
It look like you trying to.
I don't see any. See, this guy is just really is kind of like in my personal opinion, he's pretty disgusting because he sounds like one of those. I hate to say it, but he sounds like one of those people who lived a very nefarious life, and now is trying to overcompensate by sounding like he's perfect. And
That's
it's not.
exactly what he doing. He talk all this shit about women drinking. We all know men outdrink women.
Exactly.
I even drink alcohol sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. She can buy whatever she wants. If anything, he's a perfect example of how oppressive black men are on black women.
Yeah, but
I don't
this
see-
guy is nitpicking though, because think about it. She hasn't done anything wrong. If what he calls her doing wrong is buying hair and makeup and kicking it and going out, I mean, she seems like she's a young woman. I don't know if she got kids or not or whatever, but still,
This
it's
guy's
like
a fucking hater. That's what
she can
he is.
do
I
that.
know because somebody I follow on TikTok. He was in that person live twice. I ain't seen him in them lives recently, but I already know what this guy's about.
I mean, yeah. Let's see what else you got to say, and then we're going to move forward because this guy, he's getting on my
Trying to
nerves.
live a lifestyle, represent that you live in such an extravagant, great.
Yeah, she does get treated well. I know for a fact she does. What's wrong with that? Better than you gonna treat her. See, he's jealous because he's literally jealous of her. That's what it is. Because don't get me wrong, I'm not saying she's rich, but she has a job that affords her great perks. Let's put it that way. She sets up rooms. She doesn't, and when I mean room, she doesn't clean it. There's a whole different team that does that. But she sets up rooms for the wealthy. She sets up entertainment.
It sounds
Let me
like she
finish
make
what I'm
a
saying,
pretty
please.
penny too.
Let me finish what I'm saying, please. She sets up rooms for the wealthy. She sets up entertainment for the wealthy. She sets up transportation for the wealthy. She sets up football games for the wealthy. That's what she do. And in return, she gets some beautiful tips. If somebody wants to give her tickets to the Raiders game, so be it. If somebody wants to give her a ticket to an expensive concert, so be it. Somebody wants to buy her free drinks all night, so be it. If somebody wants to, basically give her $1,000 for being nice to her, so be it. I bet she lives a better life than he does. I bet she lives a cleaner life than he does. Okay, now you can talk. I'm
I
calm down
heard
now.
this guy got some money, but like I said earlier, even if he got money, it don't matter. Having money or not having money doesn't make a person can have a lot of money and still be a fucking lunatic, and that's what he is.
Well, let me retort that. We've seen dudes who have a lot of money not have money.
That's
So,
true too, but
remember. I think, really, quite honestly, I would say 2/3 of the manosphere said. Here's a perfect example. Remember Obsidian?
not that dude.
Okay.
I ain't
Well, he
heard that
said he
name
had
in
money.
months.
He said he had money, but he didn't have money. That's what's going down. He didn't have any money. They all say they have money. So that's basically the whole thing. Plus, if you have money, why are you doing a podcast?
Because
I mean,
he
I,
one of
I
these
like
desperate people.
I like to call that the self-credit system. Like, you know, when you go to a bank, if you make enough money and have enough credit, right, the bank will give you up to 10 times what you worth in loans or credit. People do that to themselves. They be like, okay, I done made so many bands off of YouTube the last 3 to 4 months. I'm gonna say that I'm 5 times or 10 times richer than this. Hey, how can anybody tell? Because in the world we live in, millionaires and billionaires and people who make mid to high six figures, they pretty much all drive the same cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, so on the surface, you can make it look like you make $1 million a year if you only make 100,000. Hell, if
Right.
you only make 80, you can make it look like you make $1 million a year. All you gotta do is just keep up, rent at a nice ass spot, and drive different nice cars. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, let's look at Kevin Samuels. Everybody thought, and he had money, but wasn't he like returning suits and, driving a greasy,
I heard he was
BMW,
he
beat up?
was. I heard of it.
Yeah, no,
So,
And I
Kevin.
think he got kicked out of a department store or something for sampling they cologne or something. I heard on somebody's video.
Yeah,
yeah.
like now when it comes to stuff like that though, like renting the suits and everything, that's like, I don't know, because it's almost like how people are like when they rent hotel rooms and cars. Guys will rent a $5,000 suit if they know they're only gonna wear it once. You know, like when you buy something like that, a lot of celebrities rent, female celebrities will rent their wedding dresses. Like, especially after they've been married a few times and they want to have something crazy, like they'll rent the dress, they take pictures in and everything. Because we'll just sit there buying $100,000 dress you're only gonna wear one time, then you get divorced, and you can't wear it again. You know, but no, I understand what you're saying though. Like the inflation with the money thing is prevalent.
Let me see here. Let me see what I got here. I'm going to save that all for tomorrow. Let me go check this one out. I'm going to switch up. I'm going to try not to do Umar tonight. I'm going to try to stay. If I get Umar on, I'll never get off this thing. Okay, here we go.
Black woman allegedly scammed out of $2 million by her ex-husband.
Wait a
Let's get
minute.
in.
Wait a minute. I thought it wasn't it? Isn't the the theme of the red pill is that women scam men out of money? I thought that was what they were saying. I thought they were saying that you want to get a prenup, or you want to get this, or you want to get that. Watch out, these women, they're gold diggers, that kind of thing, right?
Men
Well, let's see what happened.
scam each other out of money.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happened.
New Netflix documentary series Love Con Revenge, where a victim
Oh
of the
my
infamous
God.
Tinder swindler helps other victims who lost money from dishonest romantic partners get justice. One of the stories featured was that of Shariza Jackson, who was allegedly scammed by her ex-husband, Dorian Wilkerson. I know there's scams, folks, and then there's like, who are you? I didn't tell you. During these investigations, large parts of the alleged perpetrators' biographies turned out to be fiction. One victim, Shariza Jackson, who ended up almost $2 million in debt after loaning her husband money to open a cosmetic surgery center in Florida, found out instead that her husband, Dorian Wilkerson, was never licensed to become a medical doctor, as she says he claimed to be.
Why did I play this?
And they love saying how black women be in debt, but it look like a black man caused this debt for her.
Bars. Why did I bring this? You guys know why I brought it up.
I'm not going to speak on that. You know who King is. That's why he always mentioning my name. I don't have to mention his.
Oh man, he did the exact same thing, right? Except at least he spread his he spread it out to a lot of women giving him money for a fake school.
The Mink Slide Metro with the King Kong consciousness. Fake ass museum. He ain't building no museum.
And that's the funny part. He's literally saying that somebody else is scamming, though he's a scammer.
That was a hustle, and y'all fell for it.
Y'all, bro. You
it's
haven't
even
had
funnier.
opened this school in 10 years, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Didn't Tariq finish that museum and open it? Like, you up here talking about somebody else is scamming, trying to build a fake museum. Yet they did exactly what you did.
Tariq and Umar was beefing for a long time. And I think
Yeah, I
they
know that,
still
but
is.
what I'm saying is that this dude, Tariq, got donations from his community, his supporters. They bought a building, turned it into a museum, and opened it up. I mean, it ain't no multi-million-dollar museum, but still, you know, he did what he was going to say he was going to do. Umar is
And
not a
it's
businessman.
crazy because Tommy Sotomayor and I thought he was beefing with what that guy is, Tariq too.
Man,
It's
Tommy
funny
Sotomayor,
because
you know,
Tariq actually exposed Tommy Sotomayor's corn videos on YouTube on one of these sites. It was funny.
All right, everybody. I got one more clip. You guys are gonna love this one.
I
Here we
hate that
go.
I seen that video, but them comments on that corn video was funny. Of Tommy Sotomayor, they was going in on him.
Yeah, act natural under pressure says jealousy. Yep. He's jealous of somebody else doing more than he did, and it's just crazy. But this is the here we go.
Because I'm looking a little too sexy right now to be on camera. Oh, how old are you? Look good. You do. No, you fine as hell. You are very beautiful.
I think that's a guy or trans or whatever they call it.
Girl, you look way too damn good. Like, I don't feel like this shit real. I'm real. I'm talking to you right now. What's up? I can see you. Like, I want you to stand up.
It might be a woman.
Wait, give it a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. Here we go.
You look good as shit. You want me to stand up? Yeah. Why you want me to stand up? I want to see your whole vibe. I mean, what you got for me? What you mean? What you got for me? I mean, what you want to do? Don't tell me. All right, I'm sorry. I don't think we can do it. I forgot to tell you that was trans. Stand up. I'm trans, boo.
Oh, I was right about that.
No, hey, It's not. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. I'm just trying to adjust the volume a little bit because you guys weren't going to want to hear this. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Listen, watch. Now she just told him she's trans. Watch.
After you say that, like, what? I mean, you don't mind as long as you don't care. I don't care. I'm in Miami. Oh, so you used to it. Badbiddies.com. I would stand up, but I'm nervous. Why are you nervous for? Because you're so fun. I don't want to stand up. No, you fine this shit. Not do it. I'm nervous. Stop it. Yeah. I don't believe the words that just came out your mouth for a couple seconds. I'm scared. I'm nervous. Damn, well, let me see something like you damn tricked me into this. I ain't tricked you. Oh, you seduced me. How do I?
He just told him she trans, and he said he didn't care.
So?
Right. He don't even care.
Some might think so. A lot of people might think so.
Okay, let me go to the next one.
Yeah, did you get them done?
I'm too broke for that. I'm in the trenches.
That smile can get you out.
What'd you say?
That smile could get you out the trenches.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
So take me out the trenches. Shit. I'm in here too long.
How do you expect me to do that?
Wait for it.
It seems like you saying, since you're saying that, get them done. You be hanging with niggas that get their teeth done?
No, I mean, that doesn't differentiate what I do. I'm just saying your teeth are pretty.
I appreciate it. Where are you from?
I'm from DC. Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
How's that?
How's New York? It's cool. It's the ghetto. I ain't gonna lie, but it's home. I can never not fuck with New York. You know what I mean?
Fair.
What do you do? Hey, you said what do you do? What do you do?
I model.
You model? What that mean? Like OF?
No.
Okay. So I'm just checking. I'm just checking your temperature. You feel me? Like you came.
Okay, so he's leery of OnlyFans models. Let me keep it going now. Here we go.
Real correct.
No, I just complimented your teeth.
Huh?
I just complimented your teeth.
Now I'm saying you came looking correct. Like you got the hair done. I feel like you could be model. I'm saying.
Could be. No, I am.
No, you are. I'm my fault. You right. So you say you from? It says Greenville, but you say you from DC.
Yeah, that's a VPN. I don't necessarily put my real stuff on here. I'm actually.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah.
How's that?
It's okay for the most part. It's a lot of chicks with chicks.
Yeah, you see, what am I, bro? Is that you?
Is that
true? You know what? I'm on live right now, so I'm not even gonna do that to you. You feel me? But that's crazy. Y'all are evolving.
I know exactly what this is. Oh what? Chat. Oh my mama tell me.
I don't know about you, but these dudes ain't turning her down after she says she's trans.
These guys are goofies. I don't discriminate against that
welcome to the
demographic.
manosphere. Welcome to the manosphere.
I think this the type of women that Black Guru is interested in.
Probably so. He doesn't like real women, that's for sure, right?
I'm lying right now. One of my mother. I could go to her Instagram like right now. One of my dad. Not even gonna count. Hold on. One of my mother. Yo, I gotta get my phone.
Who am I?
Bro. Yo, y'all know, bro. Y'all niggas. I don't know. This might be from. Hey, this gonna sound wild. This might be the bitch from Twitter. On what?
Wait, what?
On what though? She look like she from Twitter. On what though?
Yeah, he don't know a can of paint of who I am, y'all.
They sure don't.
Where are you from, boo? Ain't you an Instagram model?
You don't know a can of paint of who I am. That's the crazy part. I thought you was getting key point.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. No, ain't gonna lie. Nah, that robe saving a life. What? But I'm saying, bro, like, ain't you from Twitter or like Instagram or some shit?
No.
Nah. So you're not a model?
I'm from
either?
Transfer Rent.
I already knew that though.
Yeah, I'm from Transfer Rent. You know what that is?
She playing crazy, like I don't know what
No,
type
like
of
I'm
jokes
from
it is.
Transfer Rent though.
No, somebody said that shit to me. I'm not falling for it again. Oh, my mom.
I said I'm from
You ain't gonna give me photos on shorty. Nah, she wild.
What?
Nah.
Somebody's already using my slogan?
Exactly, Angela. He is intrigued.
Just like you, bro. I swear I can't do that.
What's her name?
I know her first name is India. I don't know her last name.
India. I'm India Moore. Baby, go on Transfer Rent. You're going to find me.
What the fuck is that?
You'll find out.
He knew what she was talking about. Well, guys, you know, that's it. I'm just trying to show you that
She ain't even tricking them. It's like they falling forward.
right. You think they'd be like, oh shit, and you just see their camera go off,
They ain't
right?
even overreacting. It's like they in denial.
Yeah. I mean, basically what they're thinking is, wow, she's so fine. I don't care if she trans or not. That's what they're thinking. So anyway, guys, any last words?
I could say that tonight's show ended off interesting. I could say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm sorry. I was just saying earlier when you guys were talking about what was going on with Charlie Kirk, I had just hopped on at that point. But I just wanted to say it is never a good thing when you get to the point where you kill somebody because you disagree with their plan. It don't matter how egregious what they say is, it's still their opinion. Now, if somebody would have done something that took the lives of the people or did some kind of physical action, yeah, they might deserve death, right? But all of us have different opinions and disagreements. That don't mean somebody should come and shoot us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Dr. Umar publicly tells people whites and blacks shouldn't marry each other. And that's an egregious statement to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But trust me, that doesn't warrant somebody shooting him because he said that. Like, because that's how he feels. Now, if I said, oh man, Dr. Umar going around strangling all interracial couples, okay, now you can shoot him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying. What you're saying is basically, don't revel in the passing of somebody who you disagreed with.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand it happens, especially when they say things. Some did say some fucked up shit about the black community. Half of what he said was right, though. It's just that you don't want to hear it from nobody. The other half he said was blatantly racist, of course. And then I want to say the end on the Young Thug situation. See, I always you see what Young Thug is doing, right? He apologizing to everybody about what he said on the record phone calls. He even apologized to Glorilla, and he made a song about it. I'm not like defending you, 'cause I don't really fuck with Young Thug. What I am defending is the private conversation. Like,
well, no, that's the problem, though. They published it.
but that's what I mean. Once it's published, it's over. What I understand, but you always got to take into account how it happened.
If this is where it gets a little crazy, is that if it wasn't them that published the private conversation, then again, dissing Glorilla, I'm like, look, that was a private conversation. He can say whatever he wants to say about her. Really, he can anyway, but You know, they published it though. Is one if you're having a private conversation between two people, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they were bugged.
Well, no, he actually was. Now, see, this is the thing Young Thug didn't realize was going to happen. But he done been in jail so many times and made so many calls, and you can do this to any celebrity, by the way, that's locked up. It's public
Now,
knowledge.
was this something that was done? Was he locked up when he said this about her? I thought he was got out already.
Oh no! So this is the situation. While he was in jail, he would call his girlfriend every day, like most jail dudes do. Like that's how it is. They rock the phone.
Yeah.
It tells you when you make a call, all the jails across the country and prisons, this phone call is being recorded.
Right.
But the thing is, they don't listen. The judge and the prosecutor, they can't listen to your they can't listen to your phone calls all damn day because they got so many people to listen to. So they just save them, and if a red flag happens in the conversation, they'll bring it up. So these guys don't talk about like their court cases; they just talking. So that's what he just talking shit. He talks shit about everybody, like all his friends and everybody. Like that's what I'm saying.
So are you saying that somebody like who works for the government released it?
Oh, it's even better than that. The county of whoever dealt, basically the DOC of that particular prison that he was in, jail he was in, they said that it was civilians that were calling in requesting the audio, and they had to give it to them because it's public. I mean, they had to pay for it, but it's just like if you.
Whoa!
Wow. Yeah. So they were releasing these. That they waited till he got out of jail, and they start releasing. Because remember, they released new audio on this dude every day for like 5 straight days. He talked about Drake, Gunner, Glorilla. I mean, he just went in on people. And if you listen to the conversations, like the full ones out there, he was just talking like, "Hey, what's up, babe?" They just start talking about their day. It was a really boring conversation.
I got to do some more digging because the thing is this. Well, number one, still he knew that it was being recorded. In that he still knew it was being recorded, and the thing is this though. Basically, that's really interesting. I mean, basically the thing is he knew it was being recorded. He should have known better as a person, but at the same time, he has a right to say whatever he wants to say, even if he's in jail. The problem is that, and for that, but still holds some weight for me because basically the reason is this: for some reason, he's starting to, because wasn't he? I thought he said something about being like not straight, that he was like all rappers are gay or something. Didn't he say something like that? Now, was that when he was in jail or was that when he was out of jail?
Probably out of jail because when he first came out, Young Thug was wearing skirts and
process and all that shit.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, anyway, guys, I got to cut it off because I got to stop this before 2:00. So I'm gonna play a little bit of music, give everybody some shout outs, and wish everybody a good night. Hey, fellas, thank you for coming up. Let me get the beat going. I only have a few minutes. So
this one's for the queens.
Shout out to Act Natural Under Pressure. Shout out to Angela Reddick. Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Deontay. Shout out to everybody who showed up tonight. I got to do a little bit of production, but I appreciate everybody coming out. Let's see who else was in here. Oh, Henry Mars was here. The Last Shall Be First was here. Thank you everyone for coming out. This is DJ Torch, and I'm out without it out.